Hi there, hello, hey. Today's topic is set up to fail, to feel more confident and to grow your business. Yes, set up to fail, to feel more confident and to grow your business. I will tell you what that is about. My name is Kim and I help you as a network marketer to bring your business online, to get more prospects and leads into your business so you're going to get the results that you want. So back to setting up to fail. Why would you do that? Why would I suggest that to you? Here's the reason. Decades back, when I was in my teens, that's what I remember. I think I started to run my life striving for being perfect, trying to be, feel, and do perfect. Perfectionism. I didn't know it at the time, but I know it now. And it didn't really work for me, but the reason was I tried to be liked. I thought if I did things perfect, if I looked perfect, if I was being perfect, whatever that was, people would love me, like me, and I would be accepted. And it was hard work, constantly striving for that. And growing up in my 20s and in my 30s and so on, I continue striving to do things perfect. And in my business, that is not good to have that running me and my business based on doing it perfect. So I'm here to give that message to you today. Stop doing that. And I'm going to tell you how you're going to stop doing it. Now, the thing that whatever it is that perfectionist in you will probably always be there, but you can learn to deal with it or catch it like when it happens and do something about it. So, but to learn that, observe, okay, now I'm doing this thing again. So then I will tell you here soon in a few minutes a technique what you can do. So I was thinking before I was going to do this live, how can I compare this to something? And something came to me which is quite a natural thing to talk about. Is I am a dance teacher. And I love that. I love being a dance teacher. And I teach a practice which involves teaching my students to be more free in themselves. I mean, being a perfectionist or striving for being perfect and doing perfect, what happens is it closes me in like into prison. So I'm less and less Kim. I'm less myself, less authentic and real, and feeling like I'm stuck, not being myself. Because, for example, I remember being in my 20s and I got more and more quiet when there were some discussion in a group or in a classroom. I was always afraid, I was terrified to say something wrong or do something wrong. So it was zip it to be quiet, and I kind of went into my whatever it was I was hiding. So anyway, back to dancing and being a dance teacher. So the practice I'm teaching is about teaching my students to move and groove and dance more freely in the body and in themselves, and that will also bring it into their lives. So this type of dancing is not about doing the right steps like perfection. It's like in a ballet, that is about perfectionism, and it's beautiful. Absolutely, it doesn't suit me. This is rather the opposite. So we do choreography and they also free dancing in it. Now, it's so common when there are new students come to my class. So maybe they never ever danced in a dance class before. But, so they say, not all of them, but some of them say, oh, I'm not a dancer. Okay. I sometimes say, so what do you mean by that? Well, it's not a dancer. When is a dancer a dancer? But it's no point going into that kind of discussion. Or they say, I have 2 left feet, or something like that. So I used to do was to talk to them about trying to share. This is a class. It's not about doing things perfect. I move this way and you might move that way. And if you do, just go ahead and enjoy it anyway. And in the moment when I say it, they go, yeah, that sounds nice. I can see the freeing up a bit. So I kind of comforting them for a bit. But I've also learned I need to cut down on that pre-talk, because what I need to do is to dive in and experience it. Now, sometimes afterwards, they come up to me and say, I could never do what you do. I will never be able to do this. And 2 things happen. Reactions to or responses from me, the first one that always pops up first is I feel offended, I feel angry, they disrespect me and my commitment. So I have been practicing this for more than 10 years, been teaching it for more than 9 years, nearly 1,000 classes. I'm committed, I'll continue to practice. It's a life I'm probably going to do for the rest of my life. And when they say that in the moment, I react like, how dare you to say that? But then I know it's not about me, it's about them. So it's about them feeling not comfortable. It's about their confidence and not believing in themselves and not willing to commit. I mean, of course, it has to be based on they see something in, for example, coming to my class. They might feel a spark of, I love to do this. But from that to actually commit themselves, yourself, it takes a lot to do that. I mean, for example, learning a new language. Many of us want to learn a new language. Not true. We don't want to learn a new language. We want to be able to speak a new language in an instant like that. We don't want to go through the learning process. So the point here is also to change your focus onto the learning process, to come to dance classes regularly, to learn and enjoy the learning. So anyway, and the thing is, the people that do say they can never do what I do, I can never move like you, normally they don't come back. They don't come back. And it was meant to, not for them to come back to my classes. So what does this have to do with your business? Yes. So you're sitting there in front of your computer and you're going to do, for example, about to write a follow-up email to your leads prospects. This is just an example. It could be an email, it could be anything. And being or striving for doing things perfect, it will hold you back. So I could speak from my own point of view. It holds me back. It's been holding me back for so many years until, I don't know, about 6 months ago or something. I really needed to put that aside and do something about it, because I was almost like numb, sitting there. I don't know what to write. I have no content, which is not true. Lots of content. Can go Google or look up in books. There's so much content. But in my mind I was saying blah, 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 this mind blabbing, judging. Oh, it's not going to be good. It's not good enough. It's not interesting for them. I don't think they're going to like this. Blah, 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 blah. And ending up not doing anything or delaying it like ages. It's, oh my God. So my business was based on this procrastination, striving for being perfect. So go back to my dance class. What I do when people are too much in their head, I can see it before the class. They're kind of standing like this. Really like terrified. So to relax them, I say this, and this is what you can do too. I said, imagine you take your mind, we all do this, we take our minds out, poof, and we're going to walk over there and put it on the wind shield or something, seal is called, I think. I'm not English. So we're going to put the minds, all our minds there, and they can look up at the parking whilst you take you and your body back here to the classroom, and then we're going to move and groove and dance to the music and have fun. And they kind of ease up for a few seconds. They go, ah, and they quite like that. And then it doesn't take long into the class when I see someone and going, I know when the mind is coming, like in a split second it's back, because I can see the moves, they get stiff again. And it's so obvious physically. When we think we're doing things wrong, when we're striving to do things perfect, the body freezes up, boof, like that. So what I need to do, my job as a teacher, is to encourage them somehow. Sometimes I'm direct and I say, oh, I can see your mind, let's go back to, and they do it, they kind of, and then it's okay. So back to your office chair, your computer, and you're freezed up and you're going to write this follow-up email. Imagine you're putting your mind aside. Just, maybe you want to do it physically. Imagine you're walking away and put it aside somewhere and come back to your computer, shake it up a little bit, shake about a bit, maybe a little dance, and breathe out and start to write. Blah, 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 blah. Just write something. Perhaps, I mean, it is going to be good enough, I promise you. If you're a perfectionist or striving to do things perfect, it's absolutely going to be good enough. You would never ever let it be totally useless. Of course not useless, totally not appropriate to send out. Send it out, do it. This is absolutely key. You need to be, there's like the action thingy. Then you can tweak it like we do in the dance classes. Sometimes we tweak moves because they don't feel good. So it's a little tweak, that's what I mean with a tweak, a little, just a tiny little bit of a change in the moves. Or when you write, a little tweak in your writing, whatever you need to tweak. Get feedback. You can maybe ask one or two people, did they understand what you were writing about? Something like that. And they might say, I really loved your topic, but there was something in it I didn't really get. Can you explain this more? And then in the next email, you can then write, I got this feedback, so I'm going to clarify this. So get more into the groove of this. When you move, you will groove and you will grow. Yeah, okay, I said, when you move, you will groove. When you move, you will groove and you will grow. So that is your, let's call it homework, is when you freeze up, don't think you have anything to write about or whatever is in your business because you are striving for doing things perfect. Imagine taking your mind out of your head, put it somewhere and get going from there. And remember, enjoy doing this. Have fun. I will see you next Wednesday actually. I have some stuff I'm going to do. I might tell you more about it when I come back. Normally I would speak to you on Friday, but I'm not going to speak to you on Friday and not to Monday, but Wednesday next week. Take care, and I'm going to go for lunch. Bye bye.